Alright, let us talk about one of the most dramatic road trips in history. The Israelites wandering in the desert. Picture this. The entire nation of Israel has just left Egypt. They've seen the Red Sea part, and now they're trekking through the vast, empty desert of Sin. The sun is beating down, there's sand everywhere, and the GPS, well, it's basically just Moses listening to God. So, they set up camp at a place called Rephidim. And there's one tiny problem. There's no water, not a drop, not a puddle, nothing. And you know what happens when a massive group of people gets thirsty? They get cranky, really cranky. The mood shifts from wow, freedom is amazing, to I would literally trade my firstborn for a sip of water. The Israelites, in their classic fashion, immediately forget all the miracles they've just witnessed. The plagues, the parting of the sea, the manna from heaven, all distant memories. Right now, it's all about the thirst. So they gather around Moses, and the complaining starts. It's not just a polite, "Excuse me, Moses. Could we trouble you for some water?" Oh no, it's a full-on, angry mob situation. They're shouting, "Why did you bring us out of Egypt? To kill us and our children and our livestock with thirst." Talk about drama. They're basically accusing Moses of leading them on a death march. It's the ultimate thirst trap, but not the fun kind you see on social media. This is the ultimate thirst trap, like we're about to roast ourselves in the sun. They are so angry, they're practically asking, was slavery in Egypt really that bad? At least we had water. Moses is in a tough spot. He's got a million thirsty, hangry people looking at him. And he's fresh out of options. He's not a magician. He can't just snap his fingers and make a river appear. The pressure is immense. They're not just complaining, they're testing him. And in turn, they're testing God. So Moses does the only thing he can do. He cries out to God. He's like, "What am I supposed to do with these people? They're about to stone me." You can just feel his stress levels going through the roof. Being a leader is not for the faint of heart, especially when your followers are seconds away from turning you into a pile of rocks. And God, in his infinite calm, responds. He doesn't panic. He doesn't say, "Oh my, I forgot about the water." He has a plan. He tells Moses, "Walk out in front of the people. Take some of the elders of Israel with you, and take in your hand the staff with which you struck the Nile, and go." Imagine the scene. Moses has to walk past this angry mob, grab his VIP team of elders, and head out. God gives him very specific instructions. "I will stand there before you, by the rock at Horeb. Strike the rock, and water will come out of it for the people to drink." This is a pretty wild plan. Hit a rock with a stick. That's the solution. It sounds a little crazy, but at this point, Moses is probably willing to try anything. The staff wasn't just any stick. It was the symbol of God's power, the same one that turned the Nile to blood. This was God telling him, "The same power that brought judgment on your enemies will now bring life to my people." So Moses, with the weight of a nation on his shoulders, does exactly what God tells him to do. He walks up to this big, dry rock at Horeb. The elders are watching. The people are probably watching from a distance, wondering what on earth he's doing. Is he going to try to reason with the rock? Is this some kind of new desert ritual? Moses raises his staff. He takes a deep breath, and with a single, decisive motion, he strikes the rock. And then the impossible happens. Water doesn't just trickle out. It gushes. It bursts forth from the solid stone, a roaring, life-giving stream in the middle of a barren wasteland. It's a miracle fountain. The reaction must have been epic. The sound of shouting and complaining is instantly replaced by the sound of rushing water and cheers of joy. People run, they cup their hands, they fill their jars, they let the cool water splash over their faces. The relief must have been unbelievable. One moment, they were facing death by dehydration. The next, they're at a divinely catered water park. But the story doesn't just end with a happy hydration party. Moses names the place Massa and Meribah. Massa means testing, and Meribah means quarreling. He named it this as a permanent reminder. It was the place where the Israelites tested the Lord, asking that cynical question, is the Lord among us or not? And that's the real takeaway. Even in the midst of their complaining, their doubt, and their short-term memory loss about all the miracles he'd already done, God still provided. He met their physical need, even when their spiritual attitude was terrible. He's a God of grace. He's faithful, even when we're faithless. He can bring water from a rock. He can bring hope from a hopeless situation. He can provide for us, even when we're acting like a bunch of dramatic, thirsty toddlers in the desert. So next time you feel like you're in a spiritual desert, thirsty for a breakthrough, remember this story. God's provision can come from the most unexpected places. Just try to complain a little less than the Israelites did. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories at Bible Bants. Remember, God is good all the time.